On this video, I'm going to show you how to prorate rent. This is a problem that's similar to what you'll see on the Florida Real Estate Sales Associate exam. I'm Karen Climer with FloridaRealEstateInstructor.com. I've been teaching real estate for 12 years, so I know what you need to know to pass the Florida Real Estate exam. Here's the question. Susanna sold a piece of rental property on April 13th. On April 1st, she collected $600 rent from the tenant. If the day of closing belongs to the buyer, how does it appear on the closing disclosure? So what's going on here is I own a piece of rental property, and then I'm selling it to you. But on the first of the month, I collected all the rent. So should I get to keep all the rent just because I was the one that owned it on the first? Probably not. I'm going to give you the portion of the month that you own. So we need to figure out how much money that is. We need to prorate it. So the first thing we need to do is figure out how many days are in April. If you learned the rhyme as a kid, you could use that. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. If you didn't learn it or you forgot it, you can use the knuckle method. And with that, we're going to count across our knuckles, and the knuckles are 31 days, and the valleys are less than 31. You just have to memorize that February is 28. So January is 31, February is 28, March is 31, April 30, May is 31, June 30, July 31. Uh-oh, we ran out of space. So we have to start back over with August is 31. So we've got July is 31, August is 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. So in our case, we're talking about April. So January, February, March, April has 30 days. So we're going to take the rent, $600, divided by 30 days in April. So that's going to give us $20. So if we paid rent by the day, we would pay $20 every day. And how many days are we talking about? Well, we've got, let's say this is April here. We've got the 1st and the 30th. And we're selling the property right here on the 13th. So this is the seller side, and this is the buyer side. Now, the day of closing, the 13th, it can belong to the buyer or the seller. It could be on either side, and it doesn't matter. There's good and bad either way. It's just whatever the question says, and in our case, it says it's on the buyer side. So there's two ways you can do this. We need to figure out the seller's days. So he owns the 1st through the 12th, so 12 days. And then so we're going to take 30 minus 12, and that gives us 18. So the buyer owns 18 days. Now another way you can do it is just to count it on your fingers. But if you don't want to count it on your fingers, you can just count sticks. So we're going to start with the 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 18 days. The thing you cannot do is you can't do 30 minus 13, because that'll give you 17, which is the wrong answer. So either do 30 minus the seller's days or count the sticks. So the buyer owns 18 days. So we're going to do $20 times 18 days, and that's going to give us $360. So we've got two choices that are $360. Is it one debit to the seller and one's a debit to the buyer? So which one's the right answer? This is how much money the buyer is getting. The seller is giving the money to the buyer. So if the seller's giving the money away, he's not happy about that. So it's a debit, think of debit as downer. So the seller is down about giving the $360. So it's a debit to the seller. And it's always the opposite, a credit to the buyer. So the answer is C, 360 debit to the seller, credit to the buyer. If you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and subscribe to this channel. And if you need any additional help on the state exam, or more importantly, if you're looking for a great job in real estate, please give me a call. I'd be more than happy to help you.